if I ever leave this world alive. Well, thank you for the things you did in my life.
I'm running dangerously low on my precious Balkan Blue. I have a shit ton of other tobacco. I showed it yesterday. But I do love this McClellan Balkan Blue. And I'm running low. So off to Pipes and Cigars I went this morning to buy 210. My wife's going to be pissed when she finds out. It's alright. She'll get over it. I need help with something today. First of all, this is one of the few times that I actually like living in Arizona. I'm in a freaking wife beater shirt, sitting outside. It's January. It's awesome. Even the dogs like it. Struggling with one of Emerson's journal entries. I don't understand it because I can't relate to it. Maybe you guys can. On being censored and praised for his work. September 29th, 1838. He wrote in his journal, I hate to be defended in a newspaper. As long as all that is said against me, I feel a certain sublime assurance of success. But as soon as honeyed words of praise are spoken for me, I feel as one that lies unprotected before his enemies. Emerson seems to enjoy criticism over praise. Perhaps to be seen as a nonconformist. He seems to like to cause a stir in his writing. As long as he has harsh critics that are writing and saying things against him, he feels a sublime assurance of success. But when people praise him, he feels unprotected as if before his enemies. I don't get it. I mean, I get being a nonconformist. I get writing things that are on the edge and for the sake and for the purpose of progress. But to not be agreed with, to not be supported in that, it has to be hard. It'd be like me putting out these videos and then me thriving off the idea that everybody's giving me thumbs down and is disagreeing with everything I say, and that somehow brings me happiness and drive. But the more thumbs up I get and the more support that I get for what I'm saying, the more I feel like I'm laying open for my enemies to just destroy me. I have a hard time with that one. It's one thing to not care if you're liked or not, but I think it's another one to go out and actually say that I thrive off of people disagreeing with me. I can't stand it because it's conflict. I don't like conflict. Hate it. It's one of the reasons why I like coming on here, because with the pipe community, that I've never once had a thumbs down on any of my videos. I've never had anybody come out and disagree with me or say anything mean-hearted or spirited or critical. And if I was Emerson, I would be completely miserable in that environment. That's one I'll be pondering, I think, the rest of the day. What a good use of time, though, eh? He writes that on September 29th, but on October 26th, almost a month later, he writes, "Let me study and work contentedly and faithfully. I do not remember my critics. I forget them. I depart from them by every step that I take. If I think of them, it is a bad sign." Now that's an entry I can more understand. That's like not giving a crap what your critics say and doing what you feel is the best. Anyway, regardless of what the critics say. But that's different from not caring what the critics care for are saying about you. But then a month earlier, he's saying that that's what makes him thrive, is people being critical of his work. So in a way, he doesn't care, but he actually wants them to be critical of his work, because then that motivates him. He's a complex man. I think that's why I study him so much, because he's so complex. I don't get him sometimes. My name is Emerson, and I'm driving Jason insane. Pain in my ass today. What do you guys think? Do you understand what he's saying? Honeyed words of praise, when they're spoken for me, I feel as one that lies unprotected before his enemies. Maybe he's saying that every time people just agree with what I'm saying, then they're not thinking for themselves. Which makes sense, because that goes along with this whole self-reliance essay. Which, go back to my other video early on, when I'm also in a tank top reading about self-reliance. When people are critical of him and pissed off at him, he thrives. When people agree with him, support him, he's miserable. Perhaps because that causes people to have to think for themselves rather than falling in line. I can get that. I can get on board with that. You got to be really passionate to seek out that kind of criticism, though. And to just flat out not like people when they agree with you. I'm hoping that you guys don't give me thumbs down because I'm not Emerson. Because I like when you guys support me, I'll be honest. I don't know. It sure is a pretty day. For a smoke and a read. Hope you've lasted with me this long. Smoking lamp is out.